nangyari. Tapos na ata ito eh. Diretso na. Lunes nga pala. Ngayon. Ay, sa isang araw ko na lang anahin. Sa isang araw ko na lang anahin yung mga boss.
Solidify!
Shine down! Let's dance!
Useless! Disappear! Here!
3,000.
Worthless! Here! Boring! Useless! This is order!
Let the show begin!
Boring!
Torn to oblivion!
Kakunat. Ano kaya magandang karakter do? Ba, ang gaganda naman ang makukuha. Sarap itapon.
Stabilize!
Let's dance!
Lament! Here! Worthless! Here! Here! Useless!
Bagay.
Gather! Order guide you! Useless! Disappear! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless! Here!
Lager. PLD si Ping. PLD si Ping. Ah? Ganda. Ganda. Perfect. Kaya ang hina ng character. Ganito nga.
Rise!
Malagay pa muna yan. Tapos,
Solidify!
ay,
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
hindi naman kasi nga tama. Paurong-urong pa. Walang bawas.
Gather! I will have order!
Let the show begin.
Lament! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here!
Ay, magpalit. Lag kasi.
Illusion shattered. Let's dance. Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
This is order!
Ako yung damage yun. May nakatayo. Ganda. Grabe. Pagtatakbo. Tinatakbo mo. Pabalik pala ako, pabalik. Parang una, tiga. Eh. Wala akong pyro. Lament, disappear.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Illusion shattered.
Foreign! Useless! Disappear! Worthless! Here! Here!
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
Solidify! Gather!
Easy. Sililimot-limot ka lang.
Let the show begin. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Solidify.
Let's dance.
Not every wound will heal.
Useless. Foreign. Lament.
Tagal dumating ah.
Worthless. Here. Worthless. Here.
All must burn.
La 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 la. I'll protect us.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
A witch! I never asked for redemption. Never.
Meron pa no? Isa pa. Si Asda. Si Asdaga. Asa si Asdaga? Ay, nandun din pala si Asdaga. Pero mahirap din makunat. Kasi, tari na nga lang. Chill. Bosa si Asdaga. Tapos kasi ka naman yung kogni. Kaya chill muna. Buo kasi yung ano.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. So quick to flee. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Solidify.
All you do is run. The price of a single slip. Has your luck run out?
Let's dance.
Useless. Foreign.
Something else catch your eye? No use hiding back there.
Stabilize.
The price of a single slip.
Illusion shattered.
Disappear. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Baka mamaya ay mayroon uling 30 para kay Asdaga. Nako, mukhang malabo. Siya. Pa-commission na lang muna ako. 1, 2, 3, 4. Siya, layo ako. Sige, silipin ko lang nga rin.
Solidify.
I'll protect us.
Foreign.
naman nandito ngayong araw na ito. Additional gems ang premo naman.
Let the show begin.
Naroon. Narito nga.
Shine down.
Puka-puka. Talay ko nandun.
I'll protect us.
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered.
Solidify.
Shine down.
Nandiyan ang tinitigil. Nagalit tuloy yan eh. Ano ba to? Hindi pala to max. Oh, max na eh. Ito ba? Sisong ligay na eh. Check. Ito. 999. Ito 2. Muna pala kasi wala namang heal yun. Oh, kume. Siko, kume. Ang healer na ano. Pero kung magkakaroon ng ganito na heal, ay maganda.
Illusion shattered. Let the show begin.
I will have order. Gather. Boring.
There is no escape. Let's dance.
Solidify. Boring.
Butas yung shield. Butas ang shield. Silipin ko nga ito yun. binubuo? Ano kayong binubuo ko? Wala pa. Sa fishing, okay naman. Yung dakats, okay na, okay din naman. Ano ba? Ang dakats ko. Dakats. Oh, diba? R5, si dakats. Wala. Wala. Wala din si, ano, si Boy. Punta na ako doon. Oh, ayaw mo gano'n eh. Ginagalit mo.
Stabilize.
Pare kasi mahil. Yeah, good. Mahil kasi ito eh.
Gather.
Torn to oblivion!
Nawala.
Illusion shattered!
Solidify. Gather.
Ganda pala si ano. Ganda pala rin pag trailing tail. Lasang damage. Parang kumpara kay Bennett. Si Bennett. Kasi si Bennett ay ano. Pag umalis ka doon sa kabila, wala.
Once the snow is thick enough,
Wala rin.
we can eat it. Useless.
Shine down! Let the show begin!
useless.
Bener. Nawala din yung mga dragon tooth eh.
Ad Astra Abbott. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra Ab. Ay, itlog pa. Ah, ganun. 90 seconds? Parang ano, tagal. Ninety seconds. Okay. Bah, Asian absorb. Pero wala namang ganun yung Asian eh. Okay, duelo. Duelo mga kups.
Let me try my blade. Fall before me! Fall before me! Take this! I've got the upper hand. I'm ready! Taste my blade! Eat this! I've got one strike will suffice. Fall before me! Taste my blade! One strike will suffice.
Nakakatuwa naman yun.
Your skills are superb. I've been thoroughly bested.
Ladies and gentlemen, after an exhilarating battle, the champion for the Warrior Spirit sword fighting exhibition has been decided. Give it up for the Traveler! Tomorrow, we will conduct the final exhibition match. The Traveler and Miss Kamisato versus the Almighty Shogun's chosen envoy, an autonomous humanoid known as the Magu Kengo. We'll see you then!
That was a most thrilling match, Traveler.
Congratulations, Traveler. You've certainly earned your title as the champion.
Paimon had no idea that tomorrow's opponent would be the Magu Kengo. That name sounds similar to that troublesome one we encountered on Yashiori Island. Oh, Paimon doesn't think it'll be an easy fight.
Don't worry, Paimon. The Shogun's chosen envoy may be strong, but tomorrow's match doesn't prohibit the use of visions. We'll make a formidable team. As long as we can track its moves, an opportunity to strike back will present itself.
Amazing.
Oh, hearing your confidence sure makes Paimon feel better.
I cannot guarantee that we will win, but we must try our best. If just to give the crowd a show they will not forget.
I can tell you two are already raring to go, but it'd be best to conserve your energy and get some rest tonight.
We'll also be able to see Ayaka's new outfit when we wake up tomorrow.
Ah, yes. Oh, well...
Sounds like there's no way around it, Miss Ayaka. Oh, if I wasn't busy tomorrow, I would have loved to come see as well.
Ah, I suppose it's settled then. I'll wait for you at the Kamisato estate tomorrow morning.
Oh, 7 hour. 700k. Ang bihira. Huh? This attack AOA and attack damage. Converts attack damage into anemo damage, which can be revealed. The effects of this skill and when Chow leaves the field. Wait. Hmm? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Huh? Let's play. Mag-aaliw-aliw muna ako. Dito. Boss daw eh. Tingin nga eh. Malakas ito. Kapag hydro ang kasama ko. Oh, wala. Pareho eh. Oo. Pare. Mataas.
Stabilize.
Dapat din eh.
Nothing to fear.
Oh,
Solidify.
Go, Barbara, go!
Evil conquering! Here! Here! Worthless!
Wala ka pala eh. Pambihira. Sige, ikutin ko kayo mga boys. Ikutin ko kayo. Kasi kailangan daw ng boss. Hindi na nakapag-ano eh. Sobrang bilis.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Gather. Order guide you.
Let's dance.
Lament!
Siya! Naging yelo. Uy!
Worthless. Here. Boring.
Boring. Boring, 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 boring. Boring daw eh. Nako, Hydro. Nako. Pare kaya, kamusta? Kamusta na ako? Wala palang targets yun.
Here.
Stabilize.
Wala palang targets sa sila.
I'll protect us. Oh,
Useless.
Gather.
Electro kasi parang hanggang
let's dance.
Disappear. Here. Worthless. Here. Useless.
I will have order.
pyro talaga ang gamit dito.
Illusion shattered.
Come on, we can do it. I'll protect us. Oh,
Wala eh, palutang. Long range na pyro. Ah, si ano.
Boring.
Stabilize.
There is no escape.
Si Hotap pala.
let the show begin.
Para sa buglong sa bugto.
Gather.
Go, Barber, go!
Evil conquering. Here. Worthless. Here.
Si Hotap pala. Ari kaya. Malakas kaya ito. Malakas kaya ito. Tingnan nga natin kung malakas. May go hit. May go hit. Tingnan natin kung malakas to.
Solidify.
I'll protect us. Hi.
Wala, walang damage. Puro pa animation.
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered.
It's about time to head over to the Kamisato estate and pick up Ayaka. Oh, I must be waiting to finally see Ayaka in her exhibition outfit.
Gather. This is order.
Hindi naman na-atake. Basta lang gagayon. Oh.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us.
Solidify.
Oh no!
Stabilize. Emergency countermeasures.
Hindi nag-heal.
Sister.
Sama. Ang kare, kasi hindi naman natama. Oh.
Even bedrock
Ubus.
can be turned to dust.
Is this retribution?
Palipad-lipad na. Ba't di nag-heal? Tangay na. Hindi nag-heal eh. Ano kayo? Hindi nag-heal ang pot. Tunaw tuloy. Tsura na rin.
Ah, you're finally here.
Hirotatsu? Sino ito? Parang ito yung kausap ko isang araw.
It's Hirotatsu. The Traveler already beat you a few days ago and won the championship. What else do you have to say?
Don't worry, I'm not here to cause trouble. I just wanted to apologize. Traveler, I lost to you fair and square a few days ago.
Gaano ko
Your
pala eh.
swordsmanship is excellent. Each strike was precise, but not aggressive, which speaks to your character. I ask your forgiveness for misjudging you and offending you with my words and actions. The two of you must be here to pick up Miss Kamisato.
Ikaw ba
She's in
ga?
the dressing room right now and should be out soon. Traveler, before the young lady comes out, I have a bit of a presumptuous request that I hope you can consider. Although the young lady has never mentioned today's exhibition match to us retainers, she has spared a few hours every evening to practice her swordsmanship, despite how busy she is. The young lady has always been diligent and conscientious, although it's just an exhibition match, and it won't matter if she loses. I trust that she will do her best to win. As a retainer, I do believe in her, of course, but I still hope you can support the young lady in the arena and ensure her safety. Traveler, I leave the young lady in your hands.
Oh, that must be Ayaka!
Wala naman akong ayaka. Ay, hindi ko ito masusuot.
Wow!
Wala akong ayaka. Wala din akong sword. Kung meron eh. Why not? Point. Eh. Iya.
Oh? What's the matter? Why are you two so silent? Is there something wrong with the outfit?
Not at all! Ayaka, you look amazing! You're radiating beauty! Just look at it! It even has the crest of the Kamisato clan embroidered on it!
Yes. Onodera had someone from the family make it over the last few days. I heard it was based on suggestions that the spectators had written on the ballots. The outfit is well tailored and offers more freedom of movement than I had
Hindi ko kayang
expected.
talunin yung isang yun. Bakit kaya?
Paimon can't wait to see the look on everyone's faces when they see Ayaka.
Thank you for the compliments, Paimon. Traveler? Now that we're ready, let's head to the arena.
My lady, Traveler, I wish you all the best in the exhibition match.
Paano kaya ito matatalo? Gusto ko itong talunin. Tinalo niya ako? Ano to? Parang wala yung kahinaan ah. Kasi parang distortion.
Hey, look! Miss Kamisato and the Traveler have arrived!
Although I've seen illustrations of this outfit before, seeing Miss Kamisato wear it truly brings some unique flair.
Oh, it was worth lining up super early to get front row seats. I'm really looking forward to today's match.
Wow. Ayaka became the center of attention the moment she appeared.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Warrior Spirit Exhibition match is about to begin. Please enter the arena in an orderly fashion and take your seats. Miss Kamisato, Traveler, please come with me.
Are you ready, Traveler?
Oh!
Let's give it our
Oh.
best. Forward to fighting beside you.
Ala, umugi. Ganun, may laban. Ko, are. Dalawang karakter ko. Kasi. Ito, masukat. Ko, may vision.
What an overwhelming presence. Certainly worthy of being the Almighty Shogun's chosen envoy. But with you by my side, we will emerge victorious. Let's go!
Unthinkable! My apologies.
Whirling snow!
Take this!
Sakura swirl! My apologies! So rude! Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Unthinkable!
My apologies!
Bellowing thunder! Yeah!
Take flight!
Traveler! Ayaka! We're over here!
That was an extraordinary match. I don't know much about swordsmanship, but even I was caught up in the tense atmosphere of the arena. My heart's still pounding even now.
Your opponent's moves kept surprising Paimon, but it seems like the two of you were prepared for that.
Pwede pala akong magganito. Magtaya ka. Kung meron akong yela para tigas ng tigas yung kalabang.
Traveler, Miss Kamisato, congratulations on winning the exhibition match.
Hey, it's Sora! You came to watch the competition?
I was ordered by the almighty Shogun to observe this competition. You two displayed remarkable swordsmanship and cooperation. Not only did you present the beauty of the sword arts to the audience, I was also able to learn quite a bit myself.
I'm flattered.
All of you have been busy with various preparations for the competition. Today marks a perfect ending to this Warrior Spirit event. Your efforts have been recognized by the almighty Shogun. I must return to the Tenshukaku and report on what happened at the exhibition match to the almighty Shogun. Everyone, please excuse me.
By the way, does everyone have plans now? If not, why don't we go to Uyu Restaurant for a victory meal?
Great idea! We've been so focused on the competition lately that it's been a while since we've had a good meal. Let's...
Oh, it's nothing. The effects of winning are only now starting to sink in. Kujo-Sara said that she learned a lot from the fight, and so did I. Although the audience members might not have noticed, there were many moments where I would have been in trouble if it weren't for you by my side, drawing away the opponent's attacks. Without you, it would have been impossible for me to win on my own. It's just as I expected. My swordsmanship is still far from your level. Really? Hearing you say that makes me want to spar with you all of a sudden. To tell you the truth, I've been hoping for an opportunity to spar with you ever since we first met. That wish was half fulfilled today at the exhibition match. Sure. But until then, make sure you take good care of your sword. If I ever manage to steal it one day, your life will also be in my hands.
Make sure you take good care of your sword. I ever manage to steal it one day, your life will also be in my
I've always wanted to say something like that. Did it sound strange?
Hey, what's the holdup here? What are you talking about?
We were just talking about having a match to determine which of us is the superior sword fighter.
Wow, you are so serious when it comes to swordsmanship. But aren't you friends with the Traveler? Why do you need a match?
It's precisely because we're friends that we should spar often and learn from each other.
Oh, guess that kinda makes sense.
Traveler, keep all I just said a secret?
Huh? What did Ayaka say?
Nothing. Let's get going.
Wala yung simp ni talaga simp nito eh. Simp talaga nito ni Simp talaga to eh. Kaya na. Nakakain. Nakakain. Ba yan? Okay, maganda. Si Yelan tsaka siya. Bawa, Yelan. Yelan. Teka na. Teka. Teka. Asan si Ayadoy? Ayan o. 5. Para pala rin kiking king king. Ring king king. Tagal. Bahala na. Wala naman akong primo dyan eh. Uy! Nag-automatic. Ang mahirap lang din yung gawin. Ay, yung ano, hindi. Parang imposible kasi. Yung magkaroon ka ng artifact na maganda. Yun. Yun ang mahirap. Saan yun? Uy, Lotus daw. 100% na kahit hindi pa nakukuha to. Pero bebenta ko yan. Yan na naman sila. Vloggers. Hanap na. Investigate. So this Dragon Ball is ordinary. Dahik, dahik.
If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating. Quake!
Gusto mong payong ka na rin sa yung ulo na rin ano.
Crumble!
Sasano.
These people from the Tenryo Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be planning?
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry. How did things get to this point?
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Let's go and see.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryo Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryo Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense. I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it.
Okay.
But I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not? I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You... Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friend? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Kanjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Good job, Chisato. You handled that well.
I was so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well. Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Kanjo Commission another chance. I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
Ano kayang magandang ano doon? Ayun nga. Ayun nga.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Payam na maganda. Aray. Ano daw? Resonance and reaction.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Osmanthus wine
Wala.
tastes the same as I
Walang healer.
remember. But where are
Mag-heal yan.
those who
Namatay.
share the memory?
Ba't ganon? Lagi si Albedo.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Ganon. Wala.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Hindi ko maintindihan to eh. Parang...
Every journey has its final day.
I shall protect the lady
Don't
of the
rush.
clan.
So may subtitles.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Parosan.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Bakit?
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Reaction.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Ba? Ba't walang number 1?
I shall protect the lady of the
Osmanthus
clan.
wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Bakit? Ba't ito?
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Wala, yun talaga yun. Wala tayong magagawa. Sige, tamong.
I'm sure the Kamisato clan will be fine.
Tawa. Ba't ba ako nagalit? Bennett daw eh.
You want?
Bennett daw eh. Benito, wala pa ako nakikitang laban. Oh, baka.
Boring.
Yashiro, Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions, and I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Kanjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more? On our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should, but now I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health, and ultimately led to his untimely demise. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Ashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable.
Hindi ako naboboard. Nag-iisip ako. Ina-absorb ko yung kwento.
Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Yashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, It's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for
Ewan
anything.
ko lang ding. Depende.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then.
Kahit wala. Oo.
When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now, it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled. This puts less pressure on Kamachi, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt.
Wala pang laban.
When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
Di na
She
bababalikan
really
na
has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
Hindi pitingis.
In fact, counter-checking is a
makita yung mga
perfectly
kwento-
common
kwento
maneuver
rito
in the
eh.
game of chess.
Hindi ako natuto maglaro nito.
Our
Buwan ng
rival this
kwento-kwento.
time was easy to deal with.
Anong
He
laban-laban
was
na.
smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime. Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself. Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner.
Okay.
Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma.
Hindi pa makapag-quest. Layo. Dami kong naiwan eh. Nag-go-world quest pa ako. Hindi ko tuloy maintindihan.
A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only
Kasi
then can the
kanya-kanya lang
Kamisato
to eh.
clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence.
Kanya-kanyang story nga lang.
But human
Ng
desire will
karakter.
always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
Oo nga. Ano ako sa kapatid eh. Archon quest. Kasi nung nag-click ako ng Archon quest, dinala ako sa world quest. Tapusin ko daw muna yun.
There are so many many things at play over this one wedding. Wait a second. You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right.
Next time.
Farewell,
Walang
and
laban
profuse
din eh.
thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Wait. Ay, hindi nag-wait. Mukhang ganun eh.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Binigyan ng ano.
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
May extra eh. Extra.
Naturally. Yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Tutuloy ko yung pag-chase. Isang araw pa yun. Oh, complete. Walang laban. Diba yan? Walang laban.
Boring.
Madaya. Ayun o, nasa Chasam Spelunker. Spelunker ata to. Spelunker eh. Yun. Putos na. Oo nga. Ayan o. Wala o. Maghanap pa ako eh. Sorry mo na. Cigar. Saan ba to? Si Yay naman, si Yay. Yehey.
Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it.
Tanda na eh, si Yay, oh. Young ones yung tawag.
Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Hindi Sinong umuwi? Si Diluc? Si Chichi? Si Jin? Si King King? Sino pa yung isa? Si Mona?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No,
Wala
not
akong
at
Jin.
all. It's nothing major.
Kung may Jin ako, kinuha ko na sana si Yelan. Para may healer si Xiao Mei.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time. Just for
Ayun,
you.
meron ka pala eh. Meron ka pala. O, tas may siyaw ka rin. O, combo! 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 Si Yelan, si Jin, si Xiao, tapos si Zhongli. O, para combo.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji Ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo.
Kakamukha itong mga to
All
eh.
he's ever wanted is to become a sword master. So he once
Ah,
asked
hirap
Sensei
naman kasi
Domon of the
gumawa
Meikyo
or
Shisui
mag-hunt
art to take him on as a
ng
disciple.
artifacts. Laging kagaya nun, siya o. Wala. Di rin umuwi.
Domon turned him away. Took
Nangunguha
one
ako
look
ng,
at him and said he didn't
naghahanap ako
have what
ng
it takes to
ng
train in the
kay
art
Xiao,
of the
pero
sword.
binibigay lahat
But my
HP
brother
din.
wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange.
Hindi
It's
man ako
like he's
binigyan ng
become a completely
weapon
different
na kulay
person.
green.
The doctors
Kaya
can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here, begging for Guji Ai's help.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking
Hindi
around
ko
as you seem to
sikasuha
think.
kung may rin
Your
siya.
brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long
Kasuha?
as he can remember, and now
Kanina
it's
may
gone.
tatambal yun.
It's only
ititin.
natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction.
Jade Spear, kulay green.
If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you,
Ang binigay
he's
sa
not
akin yung
acting like
kay-
someone who feels empty and lost.
Ang binigay sa akin yung kay Ice. Anong Ice na yun? Yung Spear na Ice.
Oh, all right.
Yung
Then tell me,
Spear na Ice.
when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
Si Rosaria.
About 5 days ago.
Tagal na.
5 days ago, you said.
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him.
Team ko ngayon si Hutao, Yoy Mia. Yelan ko kami. Ha? Oh, ganda na. Water. Double pyro, double hydro. Ganda na. Charge lang si tawag dito si Hutao. Si Shene, yung weapon ni Shene. Yung nakuha ko. Hindi yung kulay berde, yung Jade Spear. Pambirang swerte.
Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Malaki, para kay Hutao. Hutao.
Well, they're kind of two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've got to help me.
Pinanood mo ba to?
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
Okay, fine. Then it's
Mhm.
decided.
May crush din tong si nung to
Yay,
eh.
Miko! So you're gonna help him?
May crush din to eh.
So, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Siya palang papagawin.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Siya palang gagawin.
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all. Never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
Now hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists!
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place. Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point.
All right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. What?
Layo pala nun. Pambihira.
How strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much constantly over the past few days, but now he's gone.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we? Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother, and also picking up a handful of salt on your way? We'll need to use it during the exorcism.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Sinabi. Pare, oh.
Solidify!
Mapanguha mo ng ano.
Get out of here! Boring! Shine down! Let's light it up!
To the very gather!
Finally, No.
Pero hindi ako makatapos naman. Ng Spiral Abyss. Sige, sige. Baka ano yan? Flex yan. kakausapin ko, ba't yun na nakausap? Bihira yan.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that. But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master.
Ano bang sikreto para makakuha ng magandang artifacts? Hindi kasi makakuha.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen, that is. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
Hmm? Hindi ako makakuha ng artifact ng magandang ano.
Boring!
Kenji.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Sword na naman yata din eh.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Pero kay kami sa atin, napakasimple. Walang reward kay Kasuha ay may reward na sword na kapogi.
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" and then ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go!
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
Delicious details. Sige. Yun nga, tingnan ko nga. Paano ko ba makikita yun dito? Ito ba yan? Yun nga. 818. Ayun. Sino to? Ba't ganun? 208081. Ha? Ah? Magkatulad, may Yuna. May Yuna din akong friend yata eh. Nalilito eh. Ay, yun pala. Yung Yuna. Yui! Ano ba yun? 818 208 081. Ay, ari! Lumabas! Lumabas na! May Yula ka! Oh, Steve! Nag-pull ako rito eh. Nag-pull ako pero doon nakakuha. Buti ka oh, naka-crimson ka oh. 9, 10, 10. Hmm, 217. Ganda at mukhang maganda. Mukhang maganda. Tingin. Mukhang awesome. Oh. See? HP, crit. Oh, diga, kaganda. Wala akong ganito. Nasaan kaya yun? Nasaan ang galing yung defense na yun? Are. Bawas itong HP to. 200 lang naman eh. Oh, are. Ito yun. Yung dapat crit rate ito. Para maganda. Pero goods naman eh. Oh, goods yung roll. 35. 35% oh. Oh, wala dito. Dapat meron dito. Are, crit rate. Kahit crit rate. Kasi pupunta sa naman ng crit damage mo sa kabila. Yan, crit rate. Pero wala namang crit damage dito. Kaya, are wala oh. Sayang oh. Yung crit rate nga. Oh, tama, wala to. Wala to. Wala to. Kaya... Circlet, ito ba yun? Ito ba yan? Alin yun? Ito? Alin yan? Ah, ito? Di ba pwede kayo magpapalit? Papalitan mo na lang. Papalitan mo na lang yung ano. Pare-pareho naman pangit eh. Yung nakukuha mo sa resin, tsaka yung papalit. O, di ba? Mag-resin ka ng iba. Magpapalit ka nito. Madali. O, chill. One for weapon. Kanyang favorite. Ay, favorite. Crit damage din. Favorite mo tong gantong weapon ah. Crit damage. Crit damage. Black plate. 61. 139. Ano to? Ano to? Ah. Chiminawa Serenicin. Ito ba ang perfect na ano? Perfect ba tong ano kayo, Imea? Hindi ko alam eh. Wala kasi ako nito eh. Ito bang perfect kay ano? Hindi hindi yung fire damage. Ano ang tawag dun? Sabagay. May pasin pa na ako ng pyro damage. Ayun lang. Yun lang talaga yung nasa ano. Artifact. Pero ito ba talaga? Kumbaga, ano? Signature artifact? Constellation. Ah? Kulang pa oh. Babago lang ba to sa'yo? Kaporma. Kaporma oh. Uy! Ganda! Crit damage. Hindi ako nagagamit ng ano. Sobrang kalat. Sobrang... Ba't HP to? Sadya ba? Sadya bang HP? Sadya bang dapat HP kaya ano? Ay, Yoimiya. Ay, hindi ko mapindot. Hindi ko makita. Yula. Bago lang din to. Yun, baba ng level. Okay. Hindi ka nagpo-pull pala ng ano. Hindi, nagtatry ka ba ng weapon? Or hindi? Try kaya. Tignan ko lang weapon ito ah. Oh. Tingin 1-4. Physical oh. 142%. Timaw. Gusto ko rin ito dati. Hindi lang ako nakakuha. Tapos yung weapon niya. Dalawa. Okay. Hindi ka nag-full set ng pale flame. Mahirap. Uy, crit damage. Favorite talaga. Paramihan. Nakikita ko. HP na naman. Sadya bang gayon? Bag ba to? Bag? Mag-ata to eh. Sadya bang HP? Favorite ng HP? Ano ba to? Attack! Attack! Dito lang may physical tama. So dito HP bag yata to eh. Crit rate. 100k numbers. Oh, level 4 pa lang. Kung aray tama tapos naka 100k na maganda na rin yun. Kasi 4 pa lang eh. Ano ba? Casual. Casual. Hindi. Ano bang matatawag? Hindi pa hardcore. Kagaya ng ibang nakikita. Hindi hardcore. Hindi hardcore na grind. Kasi, paano ko nasabi dahil ang skill level ay mabababa. HP na naman na rin. Pero HP na naman bag to. HP nga. Bagger. Bagger. Crit damage pero anong attack? 900. Ano level na to? 80. 900? Siya ba mababa ang attack nito? Ito nga ang favorite mo eh. Ihutaw talaga ang favorite mo. May Yuno, dalawa ng Yuno. Akin naman. Ang pangit. Ang pangit ang weapon. Pangit ang weapon. Pero puro weapon lang ito. Mamburat. Uy. 950. Are, lagotok na re. Pagka re nakatalon ako.
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
Oh, ito. Lagotok na to.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it? Can you feel the feeling of manliness? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei! Save me! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for help!
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up! And now he's coming this way!
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing.
Yari ka dyan.
Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do?
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know? But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way? Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But I...
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
Ah! All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing incantation. We made a wish. Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills, but his whole personality changed too. Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his sword skills?
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Sinong gamit ko? Siya ka.
Solidify!
There is no escape! Ha! Everybody stand back! Useless! Lament! Here!
Ito na, oh. Agad.
That was great! Excellent! Woo! What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here? Yohei? Yohei, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
찡꿍이 나man.
Would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Ah! Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
Hmm? You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book. Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff. And loads of people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, Traveler? Well, when you put it that way, she has been pretty trustworthy so far. She said from the beginning that it wasn't anything major. And so far, there hasn't been any big danger.
Lady Yai, I finally found you.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please, take a look.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, And now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is. I have to come up with a counterplan. And you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Tagal nun na. Tapos... Ang tagal tapos ano? Ay, dun pala sa baba. Ay.
Boring!
Alright, Nico. We're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely... wrong.
Yeah! Wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaidan, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market. That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yae Miko wages war. Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko, so you want us to write a novel?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yae Publishing House. I have my ways. I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Oh, eating daw, eating.
I'll be honest. I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything, it's just a little slow-paced for me. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
Much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yai Miko.
Boring!
There you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, There must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Liyue. But that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Is that gonna be a problem?
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? This sounds like a great one! Let's
Dinosaur.
see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt for the first time to the sight of a dragon flying around and wreaking havoc on the city. With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the dragon. But then, the dragon suddenly turns into a beautiful young woman. Huh? Human, let us work together to build a better future. The love story between human and dragon begins today? Well, that was an unexpected development. What happened to the grand adventure? What? But that's so misleading.
Nakadilay.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. The story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the Dragon Girl sounds destined to be a hit character. Approved.
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence, writer's block. It's your arch-nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going! Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? The protagonist awakes to find themselves turned into a Geo-bishop hatchling, surrounded by countless adventurers. But then, the protagonist suddenly discovers that they have a special ability. Keep rolling to keep evolving! So the protagonist rolled and rolled and rolled, hoping to evolve into the strongest Geo creature ever. So, the protagonist is no longer a human, huh? Good luck retconning that after chapter 1.
I give it a 9.5. Monster evolution is an increasingly common theme these days. What started out as a rather niche genre has gradually worked its way into the mainstream. And I wouldn't worry about the continuity issue. All we have to do is explain at the beginning of the work that the protagonist can travel between different worlds, or just explain it away as a dream.
Ugh, no integrity whatsoever.
The most important thing is that it's fun. In light novels, as in life, having fun is the most important thing.
You do kinda have a point.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
When the Vision Hunt Decree comes out of nowhere, the protagonist joins the Resistance, starting out as an ordinary rank-and-file soldier. Find out how the protagonist goes on to make great contributions to the war effort, become best friends with the Resistance General, and get to know the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, working together with everyone to finally secure a grand victory for the Resistance. It's surprisingly normal.
I think it's rather good. A lot of people still like the classic hero's journey. From ordinary soldier to great leader, a fresh take on a timeless classic. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Whoa. So we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
Useless. Worthless.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but
since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration, but Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Shogun must have her reasons.
Ulit. Tatapusin si Jamie. Diretso ko rin yung bawakan. Hindi pala yung pwede. Pagayon, hindi na babasag. Hindi na babasag. Pagaling event. Hindi siya nababasag. Hindi siya pwede pang plus. Kahit nakatanggal. Best ko nga. Diba may suot nito? Wala naman eh. Wala. Hindi pa naman ano yun. Event eh. At ang mag-aaral ito, hindi mo pwedeng basagin. Para kunwari hindi ka pumasok sa event. Gusto ko nga ito ibang plus eh. Puti pang plus. Bawa ito. Oh, wala. Kahit basagin, hindi ka mabasa. Ah, 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 ah. Pag-event, ano natin yun? Bound. Bound na. Wala ako nakikita pang event dito. Kahit hindi suot. Nasaan yun? Ano ka? Hindi. Kagaya na rin. Hindi suot. Basagin natin itong mga to. Hindi nyo pabasa. Kunwari, pampaplas ko dito. Oh. Wala. Ang corrupted. Pero pagdating ng event, yan, gotcha. Wala, wala. Ayan. Ayan, wala. Dyan, sword na isa. So, hindi sila. So, kasi hindi naman to event eh. Sun and moon, girls take my life. Ang event laging ano sa akin, 5. Event pa to. Even. Even. Well, hindi ko inano eh. Hindi ko nilaro. So, yain na. Oh.